What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to preview tomorrow's game between our Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to tune into the channel. If you would like to follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So like I stated in today's video, I do want to go ahead and preview tomorrow's game between our Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This game will be played in New Orleans, so this is an away game for our Atlanta Falcons. As you know, the Falcons now sit at 3-4, and we look to get back to 500 at 4-4. Tomorrow's game will be played at 1 p.m. Eastern time in New Orleans, and this is a huge game for our Atlanta Falcons. This is the biggest game of the season so far for our Atlanta Falcons. I believe that this is a must-win game for our Atlanta Falcons. We are currently 0-2 in the NFC South, so we need to start winning not only these NFC South games, but we need to start winning these NFC games, because if we want to make the playoffs, it comes down to tiebreakers and things of that nature. And in order to make the playoffs, you're going to have to start winning some of these NFC games against NFC opponents. But this is, of course, our arch rivals. So this definitely is a game that is a must win for our Atlanta Falcons. Now, there was some news that broke today that Quadri Olesen, our running back, and nose tackle Anthony Rush both were elevated from the practice squad to the 53-man roster. Which I believe is a big deal for our Atlanta Falcons. This is huge for our Atlanta Falcons, especially due to Calvin Ridley being out for the next 3 games. I really think that us bringing Quadri Olesen up means we're going to see a lot more Cordero Patterson at the wide receiver position as well as the running back position. And they'll use Quadri Olesen, who's a physical, bruising running back, downhill running back, similar to a Mike Davis. So I definitely like this move of bringing Quadri Olesen up to the active roster to add another pair of legs in the backfield, another bruising running back in the backfield. And I love the move of bringing up defensive tackle Anthony Rush. I really feel like this is overdue. Anthony Rush should have been elevated to the active 53-man roster. He is 6'5", 350 pounds. And he's one of those guys that's known as a run stopper. So that's what we've been missing for our Atlanta Falcons. And this is one of the most important games of the season to have a run stopper. We seen last week against Carolina, they ran the ball for over 200 yards, and they ran the ball about over 40 times in the game last week against our Atlanta Falcons defense. And they kept our Atlanta Falcons defense on the field, and they ran the ball really well. So heading into this game against New Orleans, due to them not having their starting quarterback, Jameis Winston, the New Orleans Saints like to run the ball with Alvin Kamara and with Mark Ingram. So it's huge that we're bringing up Anthony Rush to add more depth on that defensive line. We will be without Jonathan Bullard, who actually is in the concussion protocol. So he had a concussion last game. So he is in concussion protocol. So he won't be available in this game. But it's going to be huge to add another big body up front on the defensive line. In this game, some keys to victory in this game is going to be very important to win the line of scrimmage tomorrow against the New Orleans Saints. They are a very physical team on both the defensive line and offensive line. They have 2 of the best lines in the NFL, one of the most aggressive defenses in the NFL in the New Orleans Saints. So it's definitely going to be important in this game that we step up to the plate and we play a lot better than we played last week in Carolina. Last week, Arthur Smith basically stated that we lost We lost the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Our offensive line was dominated by the Carolina defensive line, and our defensive line was dominated by the offensive line in the running game of the Carolina Panthers. So in this game, it's going to just be more elevated because the Saints, to me, are a better team than the Carolina Panthers. So this game is going to be huge because these are our arch rivals. We have to be ready to play in this game. This is going to be a huge game up front on the defensive side of the ball for our defensive line. Guys like Marlon Davidson is going to have to step up in this game. Grady Jarrett always plays pretty well, but he's going to have to up his game as well. He's going to have to take his game to another level. Anthony Rush is going to have to be that run stopper as well. Everything starts up front in this game. The Saints are one of the most physical teams in the league, both on offense and on defense. And it's going to be up to our defensive line and our front seven to set the tone on defense, to let the Saints know that, Alvin Kamara is not going to be the guy that's going to beat us in this game, that we're going to make Trevor Siemian, who's their backup quarterback, beat us. And we're going to have to make Taysom Hill beat us with the pass. So in this game, we're going to have to come out early and set the tone, not allow the Saints to run the ball well on first and second down, like the Carolina Panthers was able to do last week. And it's going to be a very, like I said, a very physical game. But I do expect our Atlanta Falcons to step up to the plate. Another key to victory in this game for our offensive side of the ball is going to be very important that we establish the run in this game. Guys like Quadri Olesen, who goes downhill. Also, Cordero Patterson, Wayne Gallman. It's going to be a huge game for those guys. Mike Davis. We're going to look to these guys to have a big game and rip off a couple big runs in this game. But we're going to have to, run the ball well between the tackles because, like I stated, the Saints are one of the most physical defenses in the league, and they will try to bully you on the defensive side of the ball. Also in this game, it's going to be important that we get the tight ends involved in this game. I really think that the tight ends are going to be huge in this game due to Calvin Ridley being out the next 3 games. I feel like not only does Kyle Pitts need to have a big game, but we're going to need a big game out of Hayden Hurst. I really think that Hayden Hurst and I really think that Lee Smith could play a huge role in this game. Hayden Hurst is one of those guys that I've been waiting on all season to kind of break out because he has that talent. Just like a Kyle Pitts, he's athletic. He's a guy you can use on the outside, and he's a guy who can dominate the middle of the field. And Demario Davis, which is the linebacker for the Saints, is not the best guy in coverage. He's good at thumping and coming downhill in the run game, but I think you can have your way with him in the passing game. So I really think that in this game, it's going to be key that we use all 3 of our tight ends. I really think that the tight ends could have big games. Also, the tight ends are physical because the Saints have really physical corners, and most of our wide receivers are smaller wide receivers. I really think that Hayden Hurst, Kyle Pitts, and Lee Smith could really have big games for our Atlanta Falcons because of their physicality of the Saints corners. I really think you need to have big body wide receivers that can match the physicality of the New Orleans Saints secondary. Another key to victory in this game is going to be scoring touchdowns. When you get in the red zone, you have to put the ball in the end zone. We can't leave any points on the field. Even if you do kick a field goal, we have to make the field goal. Last week, Younghoe Koo missed his first field goal of the season. So it's going to be important that when you get in the red zone that you score points, mainly touchdowns. If you get the ball in the red zone, you need to score touchdowns. But if you do have to kick a field goal, we need to make every field goal that we attempt in this game. I don't believe that this will be a high scoring game. I really expect this to possibly be a low scoring game, but I definitely think that our Falcons have a huge chance at winning this game. Our last key to victory for our Atlanta Falcons is win the turnover battle. In this game, it's going to be very important that we win the turnover battle. That with this game, like I stated, will be played in New Orleans. They have one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL and one of the best home field advantages in the NFL. So their crowd is going to be going crazy if they get a turnover. So it's going to be very important that we get off to a fast start in this game and that we take the crowd out of the game. Just like a couple years ago when we went down to New Orleans, I believe it was in 2019 when we came off our bye week and we went up to New Orleans and shocked the Saints. I really think that this could be one of those games where we have to get off to a fast start and we have to go out there and quiet that crowd. So we're going to definitely have to win the turnover battle. Matt Ryan's going to have to up his game this week because last week he had, to me, one of the worst games, his worst game probably of the season. He had 2 interceptions last week. The one interception that he threw early in the game, I believe the Shaq Thompson, was a momentum swing because we had the ball in the red zone. So it's going to be very important in this game. I really feel like Matt Ryan is going to have pretty much everybody on this team is going to have to play their best game of the season. But I do believe that our Atlanta Falcons have a huge chance at winning this game. As you know, anytime we face the Saints or any NFC South opponent, because we know each other so well, it's always a dogfight. You throw the records out the window when it comes down to these rivalry games. But it's going to be very important that our Falcons go out there and get out to a fast start and quiet down that crowd there in New Orleans. But with that being said, you guys let me know what you think of the video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. I'll have a lot more content coming for you guys, but I'm definitely looking forward to the game tomorrow. I love when we match up against the New Orleans Saints, who's our biggest rival in the league. So this should be definitely a good game tomorrow, and hopefully our Atlanta Falcons can get back to 500 and win back some of that momentum that we lost last week. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. You guys, I'll holler at you guys in the next video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.